Welcome, everyone. Glad that you stopped by for a moment. Today's topic, or this evening, is on education. We have a few things we want to say about education, but we're going to focus on just a few for this evening. And then I want you to continue to pay attention to what we're doing and watch as we grow. The Bible talks about small beginnings. It may look like a small thing at first, but then it can grow into a huge something or another. As I talked about the mustard seed, it starts out small, but then within that small mustard seed, they're contained an entire um, tremendous plant. So let's do this thing. Claude Anderson talks about 4 or 5 different areas that the Black community needs to focus on in order to empower ourselves. One is business, one is politics, one is schools, restructuring the schools, one is the role of the Black church, one deals with vertical integration and manufacturing, and one that we're going to talk about tonight, well, I already mentioned it, is restructuring the schools. I don't want to spend a lot of time right now going over the specifics of what Dr. Anderson suggested, because those things are meaty enough that we need to come together, look at them, contemplate them, come back to the table and discuss them live on screen, on camera, so that other people can see the elements of the discussion, what actually goes into the discussion when you're making a decision about some of these education issues. I am the superintendent interim of the Black Instructional School Zone. I am the interim superintendent because I was assigned that role by the owner of the company. The owner of the company is a founder of the Black Instructional School Zone, the National Black Business Alliance, and a number of other things that are geared toward and targeting Black people. So the owner designated me to be the interim superintendent. You know who the owner is? You're right, it's me. I designated myself to be the interim superintendent until we find a superintendent to take this role. Now, let me talk about the compensation for the role. You probably won't believe it, but we should be talking about 300,000 plus. You don't have to believe it. Just go back to the classroom, go back to your campus, go back to the teacher's lounge and discuss with the other teachers how you're ready to make a change. But like the 3 frogs on the log, 2 decided to jump in. How many frogs were left on the log in the lake? 3 frogs sat on the log. 2 decided to jump in. How many were left? Well, you pretty much should know the answer is not going to be 1, but it could have been. The answer is 3. 2 decided to jump in, but they took no action. So to my teacher friends, whom I love and I value, you guys, I've been in the classroom for years, love it. So I understand what it's like to be in the classroom, working with kids who may say or do almost anything to you. It's a dangerous situation. Other people don't understand necessarily what their kids would do, but you know you're a teacher, but we love it. We love it. Would probably do it for free if we could afford to, but most of us can't. If you pay attention tonight, you'll be able to do it for free if you want to, because your finances should be taken care of so that you become free. One of the things that we promote in the National Black Business Alliance is freedom. Just as the Underground Railroad typified freedom, so we have another railroad, which you're going to hear about later on, another railroad that's coming through, picking up those passengers, and we won't be turning back. So get on board. That's from a song. We're looking for educators right now. The word educate comes from the Latin word duc, D-U-C. I think it's Latin, maybe Greek, but it means to lead, like an aqueduct. Aqua is water, leads water. Aqueduct, a bayou, leads water. A conductor, con means with, and duct means lead, with the leader. So the conductor is leading the orchestra. And so the word duct means to lead. So educators are leaders. Our country is facing a major historical a major educational problem. Let me say that in a way that I really want to focus your attention. African Americans in America are facing a major educational challenge. One of the challenges is overcoming the idea that because you send your child to a public school, that the public school really is concerned about your child reading or writing or doing math. Now, the more concerned you are about your child, the more the system will be concerned about your child. A lot of parents don't believe that, but I'm an insider. I'm telling you, I was a parent, union representative, union official. I've worked with parents and their children for many years, love it. My background in ministry, pastoral work, also lays the groundwork for working with parents and their children, love it. I prefer working with the young people than I do really most of the time with the adults, because the young people are so vibrant. They're so ready to go and take over the world, where the older folks are older, being whatever older is. Because you see, I'm in my 60s, but I'm one of those young folks. I like to play games. I like to laugh. I like to joke. People think sometimes that because I laugh and joke and kid around so much that I'm one to be trifled with. And then they find out that that's not the case. When it's time to be very serious, I can be very serious. Very serious. So I'm very serious about this education thing. We have to attack educators. We have to attack the challenges that our community is faced with. We have to make sure that we take the lead. Take the lead. It's been given to, we are leaders. It's who we are by definition. The title, the name, the word itself means leader. Now, lead more than just your classroom. You're more than a kindergarten teacher. You're an educator. You're more than a sixth grade teacher. You're an educator. You're more than a teacher. A teacher is a function of what educators do. Your life does not revolve just around that classroom. If it does, then you probably need to stay in the classroom and let some of the other folk who are more in tune with what it means to be an educator take charge and make some things happen, like we're about to see right now. I am not waiting for the school district to educate my child. Never did. I always held them accountable. It just was the norm. I expected my kids to go to school and study and not come back and give me a lot of problems, and they really didn't. I never really had to go to school for my kids. Fortunately, for whatever reason, I didn't have to go to school on a regular basis for my kids. I was very fortunate. And they knew. See, part of that is a function of having a dad in the house. A lot of that is a function of having an educated dad in the house, a capable dad in the house, an educator dad in the house, a committed dad in the house. That's important. So to my brothers out there, it's really important, if you want to do wonders for your children, be the dad in the household. If you happen not to be in the household with the mother of your children, then be the dad with whatever woman you are with and help with those children. Bring those father-like qualities to the table. You're not their dad, but you are a stand-in. You're a Black male. You're an elder. We're going to emphasize that more and more as we go. Let's run through this thing really quickly, and then we'll get to the chase. I'm going to tell you what the call at the beginning so that you'll know. Number one, this is what you need to do. You need to register at www.getjobss.us. getjobss.us for frequent updates. Get jobs. What it means is get enrolled today. Join our business success system. We're about business and about success. That's what we're all about. And we use that business success to impact the Black community. The difference between what we're doing, what many others do, is that we're pushing this business success down to the youth level, all the way down to the mini mogul first grade preschool, and in fact, even at the embryo level in the pregnant mother. We pushed our education initiatives all the way down to the pregnant mother, helping her prepare herself to make sure that child comes into the world and can receive a good education and is surrounded by other people who care and concern, and want to make sure that we deliver those assets that help that child be successful. So that's what we're doing. Black men, that's what I need you to do. Of course, we already know the Black women are going to step up. I'm going to have to fight tooth and nail to keep them from running over you if you don't step up to the plate. Now, that's a pet peeve. I'm going to leave it alone for right now, but I need you brothers to step up to the plate. We'll leave it right there for right now. We'll come back later on. So let's talk about the BISZ, B-I-S-Z, Black Instructional School Zone. The basic requirement for that is enrollment of 50,000 by 31 December 2025. That's 1 year. 50,000 young people enrolled in our program. 50,000. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We should hit this 50,000 by the end of March 31. In fact, I need to change that date on it. By March 31, we can hit 50,000 people in our program. If not, we don't hit it until April. We're still good. The fee for being in our program is between $20 and $40 monthly. $20 if we have 50,000 people enrolled in the program. That's 10 times 50,000 is 500,000. Doubled is 1 million. That's $1 million monthly coming in just from those enrollments at the very, very tip-top level of what we're doing. We're not even talking about the secondary, third level, fourth level, fifth level people that come into the program. We're only talking about the very tip-top, the ones that I'm looking for educators to come in and put together your team so you can get paid. I'm interested in seeing Black men get reestablished in their community. Let me tell you 3 things we're going to bring. I'm jumping in right here because I want you to know this so you'll know. What are we bringing to Black men? And this is what I need you other brothers to come to the table and help plan this out. Number one, we want to bring to the table, I'm trying to make sure I say this in the order I want to say it in, rental or mortgage assistance. Rental or mortgage assistance. If you're renting, we want to help pay that rent all the way down to 100% subsidized rent. If you are buying a house, we want to help you pay off that mortgage in a quick manner. There's ways to do that. If you're renting and want to buy a house, we want to step in the gap and help you to buy a house. This is Black men coming together to do something that's very necessary in our community, helping other Black men step up. See, there's something going on that's keeping our brothers down, besides the idea of using the drugs, beside the idea of chasing women, beside all the stuff they want to label Black men with. There's something else astir, I really believe. And most of it is mental. It's a mindset. So we're going to 30 by March 31st, we should hit 50,000. That's $2 million monthly at the $20 level. $40 makes it $4 million monthly. Do you know what I call that? That's a good start. That's a good start. We, because of the structure of our program, should break the $1 billion projected prospectus. I don't want to show you all that on paper now. You guys, some of you guys are struggling with just the idea of 2 million. What sense does it make for me to start talking about $1 billion? When I start talking about $1 billion, I need to be talking to Magic Johnson. I need to be talking to Byron Allen. I need to be talking to LeBron James. I need to be talking to people that can respond to $1 billion project. I don't really need to be talking to most of you because you'll watch this and laugh and giggle. And you'll giggle yourself right out of an opportunity for failure to look into this. Now, teachers, I'm talking specifically to you because for some reason, let me just get raw with my brothers and sisters whom I love. For some reason, teachers, too many teachers seem to live in la-la land. Just la-la land. You're so caught up in being a teacher and with kiddos and all that childish stuff, which is important, don't get me wrong, but a childish approach to your career even. La-la land. So we're making a way for you to be able to come out of la-la land. That's why I need 100 Black men to step to the table. We got this, guys. Let me tell you some of the things that we want to talk about. I'm going to finish with this orderly thing here, but I just want to share these things with you, some of the incentives. We just mentioned rental and mortgage assistance. Oh, do you have children? Tuition assistance for those people that are going to college or in other programs where they need help paying for academic or advancement. Let's say you already graduated from college. Do you know that if you want to take a class from Wharton Business School, which I'm about to take a class from Wharton Business School about how to address billion-dollar opportunities, and about that, not you. Most of you don't really understand that. I'll talk to them at Wharton. I right now don't have time. The Wharton program for about $1,000. I don't have money for that right now. I don't want to spend money on that right now. But we can supply that. So if you're thinking about going to school, we can supply tuition to help you increase your education. Be it those types of workshops, seminars, those type of courses, or college tuition for you or for your children. This is a big movement. We're really pushing education. This is something Black people can do. And did you hear me say anything about waiting on what the government's going to do? Did you hear me mention? Did you hear me talk about what white people are trying to do to hold me back, hold you back? Did you hear me mention that at all? Even though all of those things can be very relevant, very true, you're at the wrong table right now to talk about that. Right now, we are putting together what we are doing, not what other people are trying to do to us, take from us, or block us. We're talking about what we are going to do so that we can impose our will on the situation instead of being reactive, instead of being proactive. Let's go through this thing really quickly. I already told you the two things you'll need to do. One, register at getjobs.us, and then also identify 5 top team members. You're going to need 5 people to work with you. One reason, because I don't want to work with you unless you have 3 to 5 people minimum on your team, because we're all about teams. We're about multiple teams of income. If you have a team, we can develop and stream income through your team. If you don't have a team, we love you and all of that, but we really can't work with you because you don't have a team. You don't have a team. You're a loner. You want to do it all yourself because you think that's the best way to get it done. Well, that's one of the reasons why you need to be in my millionaire master plan class. Millionaire master plan. I learned something. You will do it all yourself, and that means you're going to be stuck at level 3, which is orange, and it's the worker level, where the worker does everything themselves. You're not in the red, and you're not in the ultra red, infrared. You're in the worker level, but you're stuck. And you don't know what to do to get to the 4th level, which is the green level. I'm not even going to tell you what that is, but you need to know what it takes to get to the green level, because if not, you'll continue to do what it took to get you to the orange level, and that will not get you to the next level. You'll be stuck wondering why you can't leave that level because you didn't learn how to go to the next level. You thought you knew you could do it all yourself. Woefully wrong. You can do it all yourself, but you can't do it all yourself and grow like you could grow. Woefully wrong. So the first thing is register. The second thing is get your 5 top leaders. These need to be people that you're willing to work with that can help you or stop you from earning $100,000, $500,000, or $1 million bonus. Pick wisely. If your mama can't help your team, you can be sentimental if you want to and put your mama on your team. Okay, we're going to lose. Get a good team, win the prizes, and then give your mama some money. But don't put her on a team where she has to perform at a high level, and that's not her skill set. And don't get your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt. Don't get your neighbor. Don't get your homeboy. Find people you feel like you can rely on. And it may be those very same people I just mentioned. But we're building teams. That's how we're coming out of this ditch, Black people. In unity, UNITY, UNITY. Next things. Second most important requirement. The first one is to enroll 50,000 people by the end of December 2025. The second most important critical task is to register 10,000 educators by the end of March. 10,000 educators by the end of March means that those people only need to register 5 people each to get us to our 50,000. That means that trust me, because you want to get paid. You want to get paid. The most important secondary problem is staffing key positions. Right now, we need people. It's me, and I say me because I have not officially inked in many names on our org chart, but there are people that are filling those roles. They're just not officially inked in because we have not officially launched it like we want to launch it. But I can run up a bunch of names for you right now of people that are very accomplished in their fields, very accomplished, and they're on board. Doctor this one, doctor that one. People that sit on school boards for state school boards, yeah. Um, Own multiple businesses, have payrolls. So you're in business when you really have a payroll. Have payrolls, um, own luxury townhouses in luxury apartments, whole floor in a prominent city where you can look out this window and see this side of town, and then walk all the way across the room to the other side and look out the other side and see the other side of town because their condo is on that entire floor, or at least half of it, and they have a private elevator up to their suite. You can live like that. Seriously. Oh, they're Black. You can live like that. If you don't know Black people that are living like that, then you need to keep paying attention to me. One, because the reason why I don't live exactly like that is because I have not invested my money in those things. I've invested my money into me. And now me is, yeah, I said it, me is about to generate those kind of revenues to buy those kind of properties and whatnot, but not just for myself, but for other people. That has always been my driving, motivating, imperative uh, drive to help other people that normally would not be able to afford to do some of the things that I know I can help them do. Let's keep this time. It's staffing, key positions. So we have a position for you. You need to contact me, get an interview, and then we will see how you fit in. Now, the people that we want to staff in certain positions are people that have businesses and have ideas. There we go. Sorry about that. Unmuting the mic. I don't know what just happened. Let's hope that it doesn't happen again. Here we go. That producer, we're going to have to get another producer because I'm not really happy with what the producer does when it comes down to our shows. We're going to have to replace him. Oh, I'm the producer. Let's keep going. So staffing, those key positions, we will do some of our staffing through interviews and on television because we want to have a reality type show where people can see what's going on and really be able to follow what we're doing on a regular basis as we march toward millionaire status for some of us. Now, here's 3 goals, 3 objectives. They're BET objectives: building teams, earning income, telling others. Building teams, earning income, telling others. Our B goal is in first quarter 2025, 1,500 registered educators. 1,500 registered educators who will have at least a team of 3 to 5 people on their team, which gives us somewhere between 4,500 and 7,500 individuals on our staff, which is not a lot when we're talking about reaching out to the whole country. That's not a lot, but there's really more than that on those numbers. But those are just very conservative numbers, calculated in a way that we know we're far underestimating the potential of this. The ego. If you get on board now, the $20, if you go to Jones Towers, 10 solutions at jonestowers.com, TEN solutions, the word at jonestowers.com. You'll come to our store. If you join our network, you will have a self-replicating store just like that. Then when you send people to their store, they'll register under you and you get paid. So that's how that works at TEN SOLUTIONS, 10 solutions, the word at jonestowers.com. If you do that, if you come on board with the starting for January 1, you're going to, and you follow instructions, you do the bare minimum that's being asked of you, you're going to earn $40 in January. Remember, you spent 20, you doubled your money. This if you do the bare minimum. You need to follow instructions, then by February, you will end up with the check for $120. So that's tripled in 30 days. This if you just do the bare, and if you're doing the bare minimum, you're going to be left behind because you're not the people we're really looking for. I'm looking for the go-getters. We're trying to reach the $2 billion mark, so I need go-getters. We'll catch the other couch potatoes later. We need you too, but not right now. And if you follow instructions all the way into the third month, which is March, by the end of March, and by April 15th to the 20th, you should receive your third check, which at that time should be in the range of about, altogether, it's about another 120. So altogether, you would have made about $240 if you follow the bare minimum instructions. Those of you that want to come on board, you really want to get busy. If you do exactly what I mentioned to you in the same time frame, you should get a check right around $2,400 at a bare minimum. It's by March, $2,400, and then April, same thing again, $2,400 plus the new business that you brought. May, another $2,400 and plus the new business. So if you're just following instructions and doing what you need to do, you're building a company, you're building a network, you're building passive income. Now, why would people pay you? Here's why. I'll give you a basic example of why. Then I'm going to tell you about the T. If you're doing the $40, like I just mentioned, you are pretty much at the level. If you are at the next level, then you're going to be focused because that kind of money is there. That kind of money really is there. Now, here's why you're leaving your money. You're a teacher. You just ordered 10 pizzas for your room, 10 pizzas for an event at the school. Let's just say you paid, I'm just going to give a number just to illustrate. Let's say you paid $500, but we know 10 pizzas is not $500, but we're just giving you an example. $500 you pay to some entity for the food, where it is. That money went from here to over here, and the vendor received $500. The spender, the purchaser, the client, received goods for their money, and they traded their money for the goods and the services with the vendor. So the client received something, the vendor received something, and you got nothing. And then the next day you do the same thing with the car dealership. Person bought the car, received the car. The person selling the car received compensation. And you, who made the deal happen, got nothing. And it happens over and over and over again. And you're excited and you're happy to give people the hookup and get paid nothing. The money just going past you, back and forth, right by you, as though you don't even exist, because you're not organized in a way to collect on your value. What is your value? You tell people about other people. You network. You do it with intentionality. You do it just because somebody happened to ask you, but if you did it with intentionality, you'd make real good money. That's called marketing. Yes, it is. You're valuable. You're so valuable that if you my sister went to a fast food restaurant, a little deli, and while she was eating, she found a big beetle underneath a leaf of her salad. Complained to the management. They gave her money back. They gave her a coupon to buy another meal on another occasion, and they gave her another full sandwich and the salad. Why? Because as you can see, look what I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you about a bug in this woman's food, but I'm also telling you about all the things that the company did to make it right. So I'm telling you about good things because the company knows if she left there with just a bug, then the story that I would tell would be about a bug in her salad, and I'd give you the name. So that's what businesses do. They want you to tell a good story. That's why our goals are BET, building teams of individuals, as many people as we can get on our team. E is earning income because those individuals are paying a small fee, of which we get a small percentage of. Everybody gets a small percentage. We share the wealth. And then the T is tell. Build teams, earn income, tell others. If you're getting a check for $500, you don't think it's passive income, and you're going to earn more money the more people you tell, get engaged and start working in our business with us, you don't think you're going to tell someone? And when you tell them about the magazine, you don't think the magazine is going to get spread further and further around? In fact, that's what we're looking at. We will help you tell your story in print, audio, and video. On print, it'll be in the newsletter weekly, the magazine monthly, and a few other print products. On the audio, the radio show style audio, and tapes. I love radio because it does well for my voice is better for my radio than my face is for the TV. But right now, you guys just suffer through the face thing. And then video, a reality show. We're working on a reality show. We're working on doing interviews with you teachers who are coming on board. We are looking at the YouTube channel. We're looking at the Roku station, and you will have your own spot on our TV show, a reality show, and earning income from it. Why not? Other people do it. Why not you? Because you just don't know how to do it until now. Call to action, number one, register at www.getjobs.us for frequent updates. Number two, identify your 5 top team members who will help you earn income. They will help you earn income. Now, pick some people that don't have the skill set to help you. That's on you. Pick some people that are capable and qualified, whatever that means. That's on you too. And it will make a difference in your life and your pocketbook. My name is Errol Jones. This TEN in the corner stands for the Entrepreneurs Network. We will see you again tomorrow, which is business night. It's business night, and we'll talk about business. Pretty soon we'll have you guys calling in and talking about your companies on the air. Not right now, delivering too much information, but very, very soon it's coming.